Alright, so we're back another video, we're back another reaction. There will never ever be another YouTuber like SoLLUMINATI. Now, as I said in the past, I always said SoLLUMINATI was in my top 3 favorite YouTubers of all time. Because, bro, it was 16, 17, where SoLLUMINATI literally took over the internet. Like, he was on my phone almost 24/7 for saying simple, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. You know? Or she want me. She want me. Things of that nature, right? I'm like, bro, this dude is hilarious. Like, what other platform does he have other than YouTube? Then I see he has Twitch, when he was Twitch streaming. That was like pure, unfiltered SoLLUMINATI. I'm like, bro, this he's top 3 all time in my opinion as far as influential content creators. Now I know SoLLUMINATI is now spiritual soul. I don't know what he's doing now. He might be in a cave somewhere. I don't know. You know, in his gazer bag. I know he's in his little pro league. It don't take it don't take that long just to say that stuff just one time. That's all we need from SoLLUMINATI, just for him to say that's tough and everybody coming back. Oh my gosh, he's the greatest influential YouTuber of all time. But anyways, let's go and take some.
I was reminded how influential and legendary SoLLUMINATI is and was when watching this video about Gideon.
My top 3 is always going to be Flight, SoLLUMINATI, and Cash.
On bringing up the old beef between SoLLUMINATI and DDG.
He's a pioneer, bro. Like,
day one.
we use his lingo to this day. The people like around our age, we react to videos like so. Like us getting up like, what the, like us like making our voices high pitch and stuff. We all got that from So.
During the mid to late 2010s, SoLLUMINATI had YouTube on lock. The content he was posting during that time frame was vlogs, story times, 2K, reactions, and back-to-back beefs. Now it's obvious So wasn't the only guy to do this. I mean, you had Flight Reacts, for example, who did the same thing as SoLLUMINATI. But the way he did it was by acting stupid, but on purpose.
Nah, Flight really like that IRL. Nah, you gotta really see it for what it is. Flight really be saying stuff like this in real life.
It wasn't always like this, as his older content had a more mature vibe. But somewhere down the line, specifically the early 2020s, he slowly incorporated stupid Flight, and he made it his whole persona since he was really blowing up off of it. Flight definitely was a pioneer for the WNL community and paved the way for streamers like IShowSpeed for making it okay to be stupid. But the
shout out Speed, man. He just hit 17 mil and Ronaldo. That's amazing, bro.
The thing is, this video is about SoLLUMINATI, not Flight. We can save the Flight glaze for another time. What can't be overlooked is what So has done. I'd go as far as to say that he was what Chief Keef was to today's rap, influential. So played a huge role in creating some of the biggest content creators we have today. To fully understand the impact SoLLUMINATI had on not just content creators, but the creator was to have today. Culture, from lingo to mannerisms, yes, he had a part in that. We need to take it back a bit to fully understand.
Now this is legendary. I cut my hair bald. Smooth Neo.
Understand his influence. Here's how it happened. On July 7th, 2012,
Neo.
a YouTube channel was created and went by the name of King So. He didn't post any
King Neo
content until 3 years later, with his first video being this NBA 2K15 video. During that time, 2K was the only thing So solely focused on. He barely did face cams and just locked into 2K. Chris Smoove, who was also a YouTuber, is widely considered the godfather of 2K content on YouTube, since he was among the first to post 2K content on YouTube and make it more intriguing with his storylines. Smoove was a big inspiration to So, hence why his first videos on YouTube were 2K vids. He even jacked how Chris Smoove did his fake cutscenes for 2K. During 2015, he was steadily growing a fan base, and this was due to his humor throughout the 2K videos. One segment of the video would be helping viewers on how to play 2K the right way, and then minutes later, So would say some out-of-pocket crap like this.
If NBA 2K17 trash, I'm switching to lacrosse or pool, my nigga. One or the other.
Yeah, bro.
If NBA 2K17 trash,
that sound like something you would say. If 2K17 is trash, I'm switching to water.
I'm switching to lacrosse or pool, my nigga. One or the other. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest, I definitely don't know what you're saying. There really wasn't anybody on that type of timing, and people gravitated towards that energy because it was so funny. You could tell that So was natural when it came to making content. He didn't really put out a fake image of himself, and people really loved that about him. So continued the 2K content all the way into late 2016. But it was also during 2016 when he decided to mix it up, and it would benefit him greatly. That year, his videos went from primarily 2K videos to all sorts of diversified shit. It started when he decided to post his first ever reaction video to Pretty Boy Fredo in Flight's basketball 1v1. This moment changed everything for So. People who were fans of Fredo and Flight were quickly introduced to SoLLUMINATI's vibe and mannerisms, and they weren't disappointed.
This nigga did a hook, so this nigga's a 6'3" inside center, no badges. That's crazy. Get him out of here.
Nah, Flight still do this to this day. We seen it yesterday. That's the dud hook.
Introduced to SoLLUMINATI's vibe and mannerisms, and they weren't disappointed.
That's the dud hook. That was a dud hook in 2016.
This nigga did a hook, so this nigga's a 6'3" inside center, no badges. That's crazy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, folks.
Fans of Flight and old Fredo quickly became fans of his. His subscribers and viewers more than doubled, and the rest is history. He would get 100K subscribers a few weeks later, and it's crazy to see because if you go back and look at his old comments, you would see a lot.
Wow. Yeah, Phantom. 5,000 more from 100K. Cabs and 5. You finally hit 10K. So motivational.
Familiar content creators who weren't relevant.
Now we saying so inspirational.
Yet comment on his videos. They were once kids who would watch their favorite YouTuber just like any other fan of SoLLUMINATI. If that isn't inspirational, then I don't know what is. The 2016 through 2020 run for SoLLUMINATI was legendary, and it was a you had to be there type of moment, because new viewers just won't experience it the same as compared to say the year 2017, when you'd get off at school and go home and see the latest SoLLUMINATI video waiting for you to watch. And you know you wouldn't be disappointed, because every video you watched before was funny as hell. And typically he would make those videos in one take. There would be little to no editing compared to what we have now on YouTube, with the generic Mr. Beast type fancy cuts and the big ass subtitles filling the entire.
Yeah, but nobody feel like doing all this, bro. Like, come on.
And typically he would
we just watching vids and going home.
Make those videos in one
go about our day.
Take. There would be little to no editing compared to what we have now on YouTube.
Doing all this,
with the generic Mr. Beast type fancy cuts and the big ass subtitles filling the entire screen. The vibe was just different back then. During the 2016 through 2020 run, he uploaded iconic videos like the So versus Flight basketball 1v1 in 2017. For the people not knowing what led up to this moment, it was two of the biggest black content creators before this moment going back and forth on YouTube with reaction videos to each other and dissing one another on who was the better basketball player.
Hold on, look at Flight.
Back and forth on YouTube with reaction.
No, hold on. Hold on. I know you try to speed this up, but like, hold on.
Videos to each other and
jeans,
dissing one another.
First of all, bro, pick your pants up, bro. You sagging like crazy.
Who was the better?
Bro, them jeans don't fit you, Flight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see you got the 14s on, but like, I think them is 14s. But these jeans don't fit you, Flight, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Player. Now, we all knew who was the better basketball player, which was So, but we still wanted to see the match. This moment was obviously very anticipated, until So ended it by beating him 10-0. There's the hyped up Cash Nasty beef, which is kind of similar to the Flight beef, since they were supposed to play each other, but instead, this beef made So the biggest villain in the two Flight beef, since they were supposed to play each other, but instead,
he got the baby body.
This beef made So the biggest villain in the 2K community at the time, since the beef went past basketball and it approached family territory. So backed out, and the match never happened. I suggest watching this video by my good friend JBM Fargo, since he covered that incident really well. The DDG beef was something else as well, which is arguably his most popular one, since it involved him playing a part in becoming a lyric for a double platinum song. JBM Fargo again did his part explaining it well in this video, which you will find in the description if I remember to put it down there. I probably won't remember though. Now, I'm not gonna go into the full rise on how he blew up, since there are multiple videos on this site that explains that, like this video, again, by JBM Fargo. Okay, yeah, we know the story of how he became a YouTube legend, but how is this man influential like the title of the video suggests? I mean, you can make the argument that SoLLUMINATI never had a trending video, and most of the people he beefed with are bigger than him now, numerically. How does this all correlate? Well, let me explain. Not many creators on YouTube can entertain viewers for 15 to 30 minutes with minimal to no editing. That's what So did. Whatever topic he had in mind, he would set the camera up, record, and improv right on the spot. Not 1 second could go by in his videos without there being a funny moment waiting to be clipped. Like bro, this man would make a video beefing with another content creator, typical So video, right? And then out of nowhere, this nigga breaks the fourth wall like a cartoon show and yells at you for no reason. Who does that?
Man.
Hey Simmers,
They just
stop
say
what you're
I'm playing.
doing.
I'm just playing.
Playing with mods just got easier.
People forget how big So was for the WNL community. He practically created it along with others from that era. Every motherfucker was
Yeah, we got Cash, Dante, Flight, Corey.
watching him, and you can see his influence in today's streamer. For example, your Rage, who was a popular Twitch streamer. Rage is a whole replica of SoLLUMINATI, from the mannerisms, hand movement, the hey, all of that. Rage bit down all of So's DNA and created it to his own. Rage
Yeah, because he used to be a plug for SoLLUMINATI.
is what I'd
He used to watch Soul.
like to
on
call a
anybody.
guy who wears his inspirations on his sleeve, because he lets it be known that, well,
You know what I'm saying? He was trying to kind of cool. Is you gonna suck my dick? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go crazy.
it's no secret that Rage was
Nah, for
inspired to
real.
start streaming from So, since your Rage was a
He basically just picked up. He looked at Soul on the floor, dying out. He just picked up Soul. Your Ray just picked up SoLLUMINATI Soul and just said, bro, now it's mine.
originally a plug channel for
I've been on
SoLLUMINATI
my
and other
father's
channels. I bet everyone tried to be like SoLLUMINATI at one point, like his reactions and mannerisms, everything. Don't lie, Kai Cenat took inspiration from So. Blackboy Max grew up watching So. Bruce Drop Him Off grew up watching So. You think Sneeko was the only guy to say bot or you're stuck in the Matrix? And that's without mentioning SoLLUMINATI's second channel, Spiritual So. The Spiritual So channel is exactly what it sounds like, So being spiritual. He delved into topics about the government being fake and how you should go outside and gaze at the sun. Obviously, there's more to it than that. There are lots of viewers on the Spiritual So channel who have never even heard of the SoLLUMINATI channel. His sayings are popular and are used everywhere since TikTok popularized it. People who didn't even know SoLLUMINATI caught onto the lingo wave and started using it. SoLLUMINATI's influence stretches past YouTube views and meaningless numerical internet numbers. That's what makes him more influential than most of the big content creators. Lots of these big content creators have all the numbers, yeah, but they are mostly seen as characters and they rely more on other things to carry the video. Whereas So reacts to the video, but he is still the sole focus of the video. Many can't even do that while adding those fancy cuts in attempts to keep your attention span in check. So doesn't need to do that.
Yeah, because, like, nowadays... Oh, this video almost
Now, at the time of this
'Cause
video,
nowadays, like,
SoLLUMINATI
people,
hasn't posted
they
for
have
almost
low
a year.
attention
His last
spans.
video was a basketball rec
So it's
game,
like,
and
you ain't gonna be, like, just looking at another man talking. Like, how y'all do me? Y'all
it's
watch the
clear
video.
that things are probably not
Unless it's, like, flight related, y'all watch the video. I be seeing it.
going to be the same
Watch about
since his
20
content
seconds
hasn't
and
really
then
been the
leave.
same
Like,
since
bro,
the
what
late
is that?
2010s. And that's
Y'all probably missed the iconic
highly
moment in
likely
the
due
vid.
to his younger brother's passing, which has obviously taken a huge toll on him. Rest in peace, God Triller. If there's one thing that remains clear and can't be taken away, it's the legendary status So has achieved in the past decade, entertaining people with his humor, and trolling, informing people with his spirituality, and
But alright,
inspiring
man.
viewers.
Anyways, that's going up this video. Comment down below if y'all mess with SoLLUMINATI. If y'all was like watching him at that time, his prime. So, what was y'all favorite SoLLUMINATI moment? Like I said earlier, SoLLUMINATI's in the top 3, in my opinion, of all time content creators. Because it's just like, bro, he went from just being a regular 2K content creator to creating one of the iconic lingos that many of today's YouTubers use. Like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said it in the video himself. Your Rage, everybody using his lingo still to this day. So you have to have some type of inspiration to a lot of people. What's my favorite SoLLUMINATI moment? I ain't gonna lie. I think my top favorite moments was he was on Twitch and he was playing Outlast. I feel like when he was playing Outlast, that was my welcome to SoLLUMINATI. Like, I really mess with this dude when he was playing Outlast. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out here, bro. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man.